My brother and my objective from day one, though, was if we're going to do it, we're going to do it right, and we're going to fix this place for the next 50 years.
If we didn't do it, it wouldn't get done, and it would just sit in disrepair and never reopen. But it had so much history.
People just have special feelings for it, and they always have.
Brothers Mike and Jeff Genovese and restaurateur Mike Countullis are the trio behind resurrecting Poor Red's, a popular local watering hole rich with history dating back to Gold Rush days. However, the beloved tavern almost met its demise when its doors were suddenly shut in 2013.
We pulled in, and a guy next door, old guy, crusty, big white beard, goes, "It's closed."
Poor Red's shut down after its previous owners experienced serious legal problems.
It was in foreclosure, found out that it was for sale basically, and it had almost 40 liens on the property. Nobody wanted to touch it. It was a nightmare and a quagmire. I said, okay, if we can buy it, we need a guy, an expert to run it, and we found him.
Do you have any special today? Yeah, we're gonna do the sausage sandwich today.
Mike grew up in a family of successful restaurateurs and already had experience reviving the Purple Place, another historic local tavern. But convincing him wasn't easy.
There's no way we could have reincarnated Poor Red's
Without him.
Time and time again, he's going, "You don't understand what a stupid idea this is."
It didn't pencil out. You know, for an 1850s building with some add-ons that had to be all torn down and rebuilt, it's tough to make it in this industry. So we kind of went round and round. I think there were some choice words, and he called my manhood into question and said, "Let's just do it." And you know, they're great partners that way.
Despite the odds, the three of them were able to return Poor Red's to its former glory. It's a living piece of Gold Rush history. Poor Red's has always been a gathering spot in the small town of El Dorado. The iconic stone building was built in 1856 as a Wells Fargo way station. In 1927, it became a local bar named Kelly's. 18 years later, a man known as Poor Red won the bar in a game of dice. He and his wife, known as Rich Opal, ran it through the 1960s. Even before they reopened Poor Red's in 2016, Mike and Jeff promised to retain the charm and character of the place.
So we knew if we could get it back on its feet the right way, keep the historical aspect like we did, mix in the new that we needed to do, that it could work. Let's put it this way, there was more to it than I thought. We used local contractors for the whole job, and that's what also made the place special, because all those folks knew the place, and they put love and care into redoing the place as well. So a lot of credit all the way around there. We figured out a few things, like the extra dining room that we have over here. Then the patio, tear down the barn and put a patio in. That was another thing we needed to do.
One of the things that we agreed upon early on was that we're going to have good food. Mike found Dean Hyatt, our chef, and he's done a great job in the kitchen, and the food here is spectacular.
You got it? Chicken sandwich, no tomato?
Blending the old and the new proved to be a winning combination. Of course, preserving the tavern's history meant keeping the legendary drink that put Poor Red's on the map, the Gold Cadillac, a blend of Galliano, creme de cacao, cream, and ice.
This is like Cheers on steroids.
There you go. That's it in a nutshell. People just have special feelings for it, and they always have.
People like Marlene Edwards, who's been coming to Poor Red's since she was 25. Today, she's here to celebrate her 85th birthday.
But it's just a great place to come, get together with friends. It's just a fun place to go.
So these are our dollar coins. Poor Red's tradition.
The nice thing about the bar is you'll walk into the bar any time of the day, you'll see a guy like me sitting there, next to a guy in a suit and tie, next to a guy in t-shirts and flip-flops, it could be anybody in here, and they're all talking to one another. That's the great thing about the bar. The high-low bar is people talk across the bar to one another.
Whose bachelor party is it? It's mine.
There's no other place in this area like that. No other bar around. Do you know any other place around like that?
Well, we're all definitely pleased with the new Four Reds.
This was a kind of a crazy thing to do. You know, this has been a lot of fun.
There's something to be said for these old gems in these hidden counties that are going by the wayside.
It's been a blast. I love coming here. I love being part of it. And what I like most about it is people that come up to me and talk about the place are very appreciative of what we've done. And that makes me feel really good about where we're at with this.